Okay, I was hoping to catch at least one of them grooming, and I did catch Amber grooming pretty good here. A little bit surprising because I think she wanted to be the dominant bunny. We did have an issue last night after Amber was grooming, and then she wanted some reciprocation from Bea, and Bea started to groom her a little bit, but then I think got too aggressive with the grooming and bit around her eye a little bit, and that started a spat. I'm happy to see that Amber is over that. They did not end up in the litter box together like that. I had to put them in there like that. An interesting note about litter box skills, it seems that whoever is in the big pen makes a huge mess. It doesn't matter which bunny it is. Whoever's in the little pen does pretty good. So, Amber was in the big pen today and made just an incredible mess everywhere, poops everywhere, peed outside the box, which Bea had done when she was in there. So we are only on Tuesday, so this is only day 3. We went for a car ride first, and then we came back and went straight into the pen. I would have liked to have used the larger pen setup this time for this bonding, but just didn't have the ability to do that right now, so maybe with the next bonding we'll do that. If this had been a more aggressive pairing, then I definitely would have tried to move into that, but I'm happy with the way things are going right now. They're still cautious around each other, still a little bit tentative, but at least they can sit together like this for long periods of time, which I think is a good sign. And then the grooming, of course, is just excellent. I'd like to see Bea do some grooming. I think if we continue like this, and I think the first night I said that we were going to go from the bathtub to the carrier and then to the X pen, and that was a mistake. I didn't mean to say that. When we do these bondings, we never want to do too much negative. We want to have one negative followed by a positive. We don't want to have 2 negatives in a row followed by a positive. So we have been utilizing timeout as well. So Bea went into timeout last night after she started that fight. The timeout box is over here. So whoever goes into timeout gets to spend 5 minutes in there. Oh, good, more grooming. So that first night we actually went from the tub straight into the X pens, and I wasn't really happy about using the tub that first night. I felt like I had to because I didn't have time to go do a car ride, but I think it's cold in there, and I think that's probably hard on Bea, with her mobility issues. It's excellent to see such a young, able-bodied bun accepting of an older, somewhat compromised bunny. Sometimes in the wild, the fit bunnies will shun all the bunnies that are able-bodied will shun one that's injured or not doing well, and they'll shun them to the outside of the warren, and it's just kind of a survival of the fittest thing, I think, is kind of what it is. So it's good to see that these two are getting along. We think Bea is about 5 or 6 years old, and Amber is 2. Again, that's noises from the kitchen. I don't know if you can hear that, but bunnies don't, age doesn't really matter that much, and size doesn't matter. You can put a small bunny with a large bunny. I've seen a Flemish giant with a dwarf that worked out great. So it's all dependent on their personalities. It doesn't really depend on size, color, age. One thing that does make a difference is the sex of the pairing. The male-female is the more traditional bonding, and definitely a stronger, tighter bond. With 2 females, it can be a harder bond to do because they can have a hard time developing which one is going to be the alpha bunny. 2 males just have to be friends and get along. So 2 males can be one of the easier bonds to do. So in this case, we have 2 females, and if this works out, this will be my first successful female-female pairing. My first successful same-sex pairing, actually. I haven't had any success with male-male bonds. I've tried several of those, and they've not worked out. It would be nice if this one worked out. So So far, so good. You know, it's really positive anytime they can spend time together like this. And the one thing we always do is end on a positive note. So even if we have some scuffles from here, and I believe we probably will tonight, we'll definitely end on a positive note. Well, maybe not, Amber. Not if you're going to be such a good little girl. She is such a little sweetie. So Bee's hearing apparently is very good because she can definitely hear those sounds from the kitchen. So that's good. So that's where we are for Tuesday, and we'll keep you posted.